Hello, today we will discuss regarding the soft palate. It is a cut and dry structures hanging behind the hard palate, in between the nasopharynx and the oropharynx. Okay, and it is made of it has by its movements, by closing the oropharyngeal isthmus, in the work of the deglutition, speech and the blowing, deglutition, speech and the blowing of air by closing this oropharyngeal isthmus. And from these pictures you have seen that it is behind the hard palate. Okay, this is the hard palate and this part is the soft palate consisting of the uvula. Okay, and it is a quadrilateral shape in structures, and when it hangs like this, it has one anterior surface, one posterior surface, and two lateral surface, one upper border and one lower border. Better to say one upper border which is attached with the hard palate, and one lower border which is free. Okay, and when it moves upwards during the closing of the oropharyngeal isthmus, it has one inferior surface and one superior surface. Okay, and you see here these curtain-like structures is made of fibromuscular and glandular organ. The anteriormost third part is made of fibrous, middle part is made of muscular, and the posterior posterior one-third part is made of glandular. So it is a fibromuscular glandular organ. Okay, now as you have seen that if in these coronal sections, it has one anterior borders, one posterior borders. Okay, one superior surface and one inferior surface. The anterior border is attached with the hard palate. Okay, and the posterior border is free and it projects it downwards, and it contains a muscular projections which terms as the uvula, consisting of the one pair of muscles, that is the musculi uvuli. Okay, and if you see here, in the lateral parts, it is attached with the lateral sides by two arch. One is the palatoglossal arch and one is the palatopharyngeal arch. The palatoglossal arch consists of palatoglossal muscles, and the palatopharyngeal arch consisting of the palatopharyngeal muscles, and in between these two, the fossa is termed as the palatine tonsillar fossa. Okay, and you see here it is continuous with the lateral pharyngeal walls. Okay, the soft palate is consisting of some structures. Okay, and as you see here, the lower border is free and consisting the uvula. The upper border is attached to the posterior margin of the hard palate. Now the soft palate consisting of mainly the framework of the palatal aponeurosis, and it is double layered covered mucous membrane. It is lined by the double layered covered mucous membrane, which is the natures of the non-keratinous stratified squamous epithelium of, just like the epithelium of the oral mucosa, except in the upper part near the nasal apertures, where it is lined by the respiratory type of epithelium, that is the ciliated columnar epithelium. Okay, and it is attached to the tubal elevations by the salpingopharyngeal folds. Okay, now I have told it is double layered mucus covered curtain, and within it there is the palatal aponeurosis. You see here, this part is the palatal aponeurosis. Palatal aponeurosis is the framework of the soft palate. It is nothing but the insertions of the tensor valley palatini muscles. This where all the other muscles get attached, all the other palatine muscles gets attached, and it is continuous with the lateral sides along with the tendon of the tensor valley palatini muscles surrounding the pterygoid hamulus. Okay, now in the anterior part, it splits to enclose the musculi uvuli, and in the posterior parts is split to enclose the musculi ovuli, and in the anterior part it is attached with the hard palate up to the just near the nasal cavity up to the palatine crest of the hard palate.